is tell story. In terms of my personal work, is like for work is completely different kind of creativity and inspiration. But for personal work, a lot of time is kind of like I just want to tell a story, and in a way it's kind of weird. You might think really weird. In a way, I think about sometimes when I make an artwork, it's like journalism. It sounds a little bit bizarre. Sometimes I just want to tell a story or express my emotion. Is it happy, sad, or angry, frustrated, in a abstract way. Kind of like sometimes you have thought, and I'm not the best writer on the planet, so I can't really write my expression or emotion out in a very beautiful literature style or something. And I can't really play music to express myself because I don't have very much musical genes. So the only way I can express myself very comfortably and sometimes even very private emotion is through art, because art is kind of like, it's a medium. You can be very, very honest, and you can do whatever you want, and then you can express your feeling to other people, and people will respect and look at that and appreciate it. It's that you can be very honest in art, and you don't really need to worry too much about privacy, or whether you will offend someone, or whether you would disclose too much of yourself, and then people get weird out from you, because art is just a medium. It's like a universal language, and a lot of time you just need your audience to relate to the story in your artwork, and then they will have a response. So to me, art is like it's not just a creative outlet. It's more like writing diary, or expressing your thought and emotion. I think every human being just need to communicate with other people, and to me, art is just a medium that I can feel very comfortable communicate anything to my audience. I don't need to censor my artwork, because you just have so many ways to interpret an art piece, and the artist can be very honest about their own thought in the artwork, and there's just enough of abstraction. You don't feel like, oh, I'm telling people too much of myself and people will get wear out. It's just a very nice medium. It's like poetry, you know. You can just express yourself in a very poetic and romantic format, and your audience will appreciate it. So it's not like on your face. It's like, oh, I need to tell you my personal story. Then people is like, oh, roll their eyes. Like, oh God. But then it's just a beautiful medium to express someone's thought and emotion, and that's kind of, I see art is just share stories and express emotion. most of the time I paint watercolor these days. When I was younger, I do a little bit oil and acrylic, but not too much. I still like oil. I never like acrylic. That's one thing I never like acrylic. I just don't like the very plasticky look. Everything look very plastic and kind of dry. I like oil a lot, but it's just a little bit too high maintenance with oil, and it's smelly. And you have to be really patient with oil. Sometimes to make a beautiful oil painting, it takes weeks because you need to layer the paint and wait for it to dry. And this day with me have to work all day and stuff, I just want quick instant result when I paint. And then so I like watercolor. It's very convenient. It's a very fast drying medium. You don't need to babysit the paint to wait for it to, at least don't need to wait for days to dry. And you only need like a few hours to dry, and then you can layer it again. So I like watercolor. And the other thing is portable. And most of the time I like to paint outdoor, like go out, have fun, and do some quick sketch, and watercolor is a perfect medium. I know a lot of artists, they like to use marker, but I never really learned how to get good at markers, and carrying marker is also kind of a little bit of a hassle because watercolor is just more lightweight and more convenient. So for convenience reason, and I do like the texture of watercolor, I kind of use watercolor mostly this day. Pastel is fun too, but it's a little bit too messy, and not the most convenient medium either.